औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़्दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope that all of you are well. Today we are going to study about the importance of location of Pakistan. That is the third topic of your third chapter. So let's have a look on the location of Pakistan. If you remember the very first lecture of this chapter, we have traced the location of Pakistan as it lies in the northwest of South Asia. So it shares the coastal line with the Arabian Sea that provides the best trade opportunities not for Pakistan but also for some of the landlocked countries, as three of the important ports lies on that coastal belt. So Pakistan is very important for landlocked countries of Central Asia, including Afghanistan, Tajikistan and other Central Asian states. Is those ports, the seaports, are not only important for the trade of Pakistan, but they are also the hosts for the landlocked countries. Therefore, Pakistan and Afghanistan signed the transit trade agreement upon which Afghanistan can reach the ports of Pakistan through the roads of Pakistan. Here in the picture, you can see that the transit trade route between Afghanistan and Pakistan, that Pakistan's roads can be used for Afghanistan trade through the ports of Pakistan. Thus, Pakistan is providing the transit trade route for the landlocked countries present in the Central Asia. That is very important just because in return Pakistan can enjoy some of the resources that are naturally present in the Central Asian states. And the very common link with these Central Asian states is our religion, Islam. So this transit trade route is the reason of bonding between these countries. Then the second important thing is that Karakoram highway that is connecting Pakistan with China. China might not be a landlocked country, but its ports are frozen during the cold season. So China need the ports that are open or that are operational throughout the year. So in order to carry out its trade, China has been using the land of Pakistan and its trade is being carried out through the Karakoram highway in the previous times, but now Pakistan and China has signed the agreement of CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, through which the China can access the port of Gwadar through the route of Karakoram highway. Here is the picture of Karakoram highway. You can see the red line as the Karakoram highway. Then the third importance of Pakistan is that it lies somewhat in the center of the Islamic world. Let's see how it is important for the Islamic world. Pakistan is the first Muslim country that have atomic power. Thus, it is the binding force or the shield, protection shield. It can act as the protection shield for many of the Muslim countries, and its location being in the center of Islamic world makes Pakistan the very important Muslim country in the world. Here in the picture, you can see the green countries are labeled as the Muslim countries. On the southeast, we can see the countries of Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei, while in the South Asia, the green is Bangladesh, while Pakistan is in the middle of the Islamic world. You can see the middle countries of Islamic world. So Pakistan being in the center of Islamic world is very important for the protection of Muslim countries, as our existence, Pakistan's existence is on the basis of the religion, and that gives a very strong stance for the protection and bonding among the Muslim countries across the world. So let's have a look on the next importance, that Pakistan is not only lies in the middle of the Islamic world, but it is also in the close proximity of oil producing countries. As you know that many of the Muslim countries of the Middle East are the important producers of the oil. So being in the neighborhood of the oil producing countries makes Pakistan's position very strong and politically important. As you know that oil is the very important element upon which the world's trade is being carried out. So being in the close proximity, there are the chances for Pakistan to have the oil reservoirs as well, and to utilize them in the future to get our economic and social position better. You can see over here, near Pakistan, the Middle Eastern countries are having the huge reservoir of oil. And why it has helped Pakistan, that in our hard times, Saudi Arabia was the country who has provided oil free of cost to Pakistan during the time when we were developing. So being in the center, having good relations with the Muslim countries, and those Muslim countries have the huge oil reserves, can benefit Pakistan to the very extent. But what is needed is to continue the bond or the relation with honesty and persistence. Then the last importance of Pakistan you can see is that there are so many important tourist attractions in Pakistan. The northern area is full of scenic beauty, while if we are talking about Sindh, Punjab and Balochistan, it is the hub of many of the ancient civilizations. So the people can visit Pakistan, and the promotion of the tourism will benefit the country to grow economically, while the tourist attractions could be like the plus sign for Pakistan as well. Here are some of the examples of the tourist attractions. You can see the salt mine, that is the second largest salt mine of the world. Then Pasupons, some views of chairlifts in Murree, and the very important thing, do you know that Pakistan is the host of 3 huge mountainous ranges of the world, Karakoram, Himalaya and Hindu Kush, and their meeting point lies in Pakistan, where Gilgit River is separating Hindu Kush and Karakoram, and Indus River is separating Himalayas from Karakoram. So Pakistan is blessed with many of the important tourist spots, and we can make their best use to develop our countries. So if we sum up the importance of Pakistan, Pakistan is blessed with the very important geographic location. So what is the need? The need of the ore is to utilize its location to the fullest by having good relations with the countries and utilizing internal natural resources.
So as we already have covered the first 2 topics of this chapter, so you will be able to do question number 1, that is about discuss the location of Pakistan and its importance. And question number 2, describe the 4 boundaries of Pakistan, and you have to also draw the figure with the directions and labeled boundaries of Pakistan. This is your homework for today.